Every gardener knows the moment. Your spring crops are done, and you're left with bare soil. It looks full of potential, but leaving it exposed is a big mistake. Nature quickly covers bare ground with weeds, making more work for you. Sun bakes the soil, rain erodes it, and the living community underground suffers. Over time, exposed soil becomes compacted and lifeless, making future crops struggle. Many gardeners use mulch or straw, but there's a more dynamic solution: cover cropping. Instead of static mulch, you plant a fast-growing crop that blankets the soil with living leaves and roots. These living mulches protect the soil and actively improve it. Imagine a crop that stops weeds, adds organic matter, breaks up compaction, and feeds pollinators. That's the power of a good cover crop. This season, I put two popular summer cover crops to the test: buckwheat and Phacelia. It's a head-to-head battle for the title of Ultimate Soil Health Champion. Which one will come out on top? Let's dive in and find out. The showdown begins now, but before we get started, please take a second to hit that subscribe button and like this video to stay up to date with all our gardening secrets. In one corner, we have buckwheat, fast-growing, broadleaf, and famous for smothering weeds. Buckwheat isn't a grass, but it quickly forms a dense canopy and makes phosphorus more available in the soil. In the other corner, Phacelia, lacy, beautiful, and a pollinator magnet. Its deep, fibrous roots create crumbly, healthy soil, and its flowers attract bees and beneficial insects. The test bed was split in half: buckwheat on one side, Phacelia on the other. Both got the same soil, sunlight, and water for 8 weeks. The goal: see which grows faster, suppresses weeds better, attracts more insects, and improves soil the most. This isn't just about picking a winner. Each crop has unique strengths. The seeds were ready, the bed was prepped, and the experiment was set. Let's see how these two contenders perform side by side. The Great Soil Health Showdown was about to begin. Place your bets. Buckwheat is the sprinter of cover crops. It germinates in just a few days and quickly forms a thick, leafy canopy. This rapid growth smothers weeds before they can take hold. Its shallow, branched roots hold topsoil in place and prevent erosion. Buckwheat's roots also release acids that unlock phosphorus, making it available for your next crop. Its small white flowers attract bees and hoverflies, providing a quick burst of nectar. The flowering period is short, so you need to cut it down before seeds mature. Terminate buckwheat at full flower for maximum benefit. Just cut it at the soil line. Leave the plant material as mulch. It decomposes rapidly, enriching the soil in weeks. Buckwheat is perfect for tight planting windows and quick soil improvement. Fast, effective, and easy to manage. But how does it compare to Phacelia? Let's find out. Phacelia is the marathon runner, slower to start but powerful. It germinates in about a week, forming a low, fern-like rosette before surging upward. Its dense, deep roots break up compacted soil and create a soft, crumbly texture. Above ground, Phacelia's purple-blue flowers are a pollinator paradise. Bees, hoverflies, and beneficial wasps flock to its blooms for weeks. The flowering period is long, providing sustained nectar and pollen. To manage Phacelia, cut it down at peak bloom, about 8 to 10 weeks after sowing. Its tougher stems break down more slowly, offering longer-lasting mulch. Phacelia is less likely to self-seed aggressively, but still best to cut before seeds mature. It's ideal for improving soil structure and supporting beneficial insects. Slower than buckwheat, but with lasting impact. Which will win in the garden? Let's set the stage. The experiment took place in a 4x8-foot raised bed, just harvested from spring spinach. The soil was decent but compacted and dry. I wanted to see how an 8-week cover crop cycle could rejuvenate the bed before planting fall garlic. I divided the bed in half with a wooden plank, buckwheat on one side, Phacelia on the other. Both were sown using the broadcast method for even coverage. After sowing, I raked the seeds in lightly and watered both plots thoroughly. No extra compost or fertilizer was added, just the existing soil. The stage was set for a fair, direct comparison. Now it was time to watch and document the results. The Ultimate Soil Health Showdown had officially begun. Let the race begin. Buckwheat's speed was obvious. Within 4 days, it was a sea of green. By week 1, buckwheat seedlings dominated, while Phacelia was just starting to sprout. By week 2, buckwheat formed a dense canopy, shading out weeds completely. Phacelia was slower, with small, lacy seedlings and some weeds still visible. By week 3, Buckwheat was a lush jungle, a foot tall, and totally weed-free. Phacelia finally hit its stride, filling in gaps and crowding out early weeds. After a month, buckwheat was nearly 18 inches tall, forming flower buds. Phacelia was lush and green, about half as tall, but now a thick ground cover. Buckwheat clearly won on speed and early weed suppression. Phacelia was steady, effective, and catching up. Both were thriving, but with very different timelines. The race for green dominance had a clear early leader, but the story wasn't over yet. Next, flowers and foragers. By week 5, buckwheat was covered in white flowers, buzzing with bees and hoverflies. It created a short, intense burst of pollinator activity. Meanwhile, Phacelia's foliage thickened, and by week 6, its first purple blooms unfurled. Phacelia's flowers were larger, and attracted an even wider range of bees and beneficial insects. By week 7, buckwheat's flowers faded, and seeds began to form. Time to cut it down to prevent self-seeding. Phacelia hit peak bloom, offering a sustained nectar source and a stunning display. At the end of 8 weeks, buckwheat had completed its cycle-fast cover, quick flowers, and ready to be chopped. Phacelia was at its most beautiful, teeming with pollinators and still going strong. Both crops suppressed weeds and covered the soil, but with different styles and timelines. The next step, dig into the soil and see what changed beneath the surface. Which crop made the biggest difference underground? Let's find out. Time to dig in. After 8 weeks, I cut both crops at the soil line and left the cuttings as mulch. Time to check the soil. In the buckwheat plot, the top 2 inches were softer, moist, and full of earthworms. The improvement was clear, but deeper down, the soil was still compacted. In the Phacelia plot, the difference was dramatic. The soil was crumbly and loose down to 8 inches, with even more earthworms and channels from decomposed roots. Phacelia's deep roots had transformed the soil structure. Both crops improved the soil, but Phacelia delivered a deeper, more dramatic change. Buckwheat boosted the surface. Phacelia worked its magic below. For deep soil improvement, Phacelia was the clear winner. The evidence was in my hands. Let's break down the results. Buckwheat's strength is speed, perfect for quick weed suppression and fast cover. It's ideal for short windows between crops, but its benefits are mostly in the topsoil. Manage it carefully to avoid unwanted volunteers. Phacelia shines in building deep, healthy soil and supporting pollinators for weeks. Its slow start means it's not great for very short windows, but it excels with patience. Want the best of both? Mix them. Buckwheat provides instant cover, while Phacelia establishes underneath, ready to take over. Together they offer fast weed suppression and long-term soil improvement. The synergy is real. Combine them for the ultimate cover crop strategy. Choose based on your garden's needs and timing. So, which cover crop should you choose? Buckwheat is best for quick cover and weed suppression in short windows. Phacelia is unbeatable for deep soil improvement and attracting beneficial insects over a longer period. For the ultimate effect, sow mix. Buckwheat for speed, Phacelia for endurance. Cut buckwheat before it sets seed. Let Phacelia bloom for pollinators, then chop it down. No matter your choice, cover cropping builds healthier, more resilient soil. Try it in your garden and see the results for yourself. Share your experiences in the comments below and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps grow our channel.